Welcome back to our Kings related YouTube channel and this recap of the Kings 141-97 rout over the Utah Jazz on this Sunday evening at the Golden One Center. The Kings never trailed in this game. They took care of business tonight. How many times have we seen a lesser opponent come into our building and destroy the Kings? We've seen it many times. Not tonight, because the Sacramento Kings took care of business, and like they should do. You're the better team. And over the past two games, the Kings have scored 281 points. Not bad. I'll go a step further. The Sacramento Kings are 3-1 over the last four games with a total of 511 points. And a win margin of 26 points. So, and over that stretch, they're allowing 107.7 points a game, which would be sixth in the league. Tonight was just beautiful. That is what Sacramento Kings basketball is all about. 39 assists, 7 turnovers in this game. Beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. De'Aaron Fox, 21 points in this game. You had Malik Monk, 16. Sabonis, a double-double, 19-12. DeRozan, 18 points. If you look at the box score like I am, you may just see 7 points for Keegan Murray. But Keegan Murray did a remarkable job defensively. As the primary defender on Lauri Markkanen tonight, Markkanen was 2 of 9 from the field. And that is all because of the defense by Keegan Murray in this game. Just spectacular. Now let's get to the player of the game. We all know who that is, right? It's Kevin Huerter. I think Kevin's back from the last game on Friday night in San Antonio to tonight. Kevin, 26 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. He was 10 of 14 from the field, 6 of 9 from 3. Kevin Huerter, a plus 35 tonight when he was on the floor. And now the Kings are now 10-2 when Kevin scores 10 plus points or more. When you're getting this part of Kevin Huerter, this is a good thing for this Kings team. And I think having Kevin come off the bench as like this 6-man role, I think it's going to benefit not just him, but this team going forward. Also, off the bench, the main guys did not play a lot in this game. I think it was around the 8-minute mark where pretty much this game was out of hand. So you had the backups come in. Doug McDermott, in his time, yes, it was mop-up duty. The Kings had this game wrapped up, but Doug McDermott scored 18 points in 8 minutes, and he was 6 of 6 from three. At one point, there was a Dougie chant in the arena. Absolutely insane. And this is and for a guy like Doug McDermott, this could be valuable minutes on the floor, even though it was in mop up duty when the game was decided way before. But to get a little confidence, to see that ball go through the net, and I don't believe a single three of Doug McDermott's hit the rim. I think all of them just went through the net. So that was good to see. The Kings, again, 7 turnovers in this game by the Kings, 39 assists. They shot 50% from three, 22 of 44 in this game. 57% from the field. 43 to 38 in the rebounds. 7 blocks in this game by the Kings. 10 steals. Just Kings had 22 points off 20 turnovers by Utah. And it's a Utah Jazz team that does cough up the ball a lot. So the best guy, again, Kevin Huerter had the best plus minus on this team. A plus 35 from Kevin in this game. The Nets guy, Kobe Jones, was a plus 25 in this game. So, and then you had Fox at a plus 24. So, even though, Kobe played 20 minutes, he did some really good things on the floor tonight. 5 rebounds. He had 2 steals in this game. So, some quality minutes for Kobe Jones, because Isaac Jones was out in this game with an illness. So, valuable minutes there for Kobe in this game. So, just an all around fantastic game. You took care of business against a bad Utah Jazz team. Kings are now a game under 500. You're 12-13. You have a couple days off. You don't play until Thursday in New Orleans against a Pelicans team that's been snake bitten with the injury bug. And there is no Brandon Ingram in that game, who got a ankle injury. So you won't see Brandon Ingram. You won't see Zion Williamson in that game. I'm not sure about Jose Alvarado. He's also been out for that team. So a team that's been snake bitten by the injury. It's another game that the Kings should go into New Orleans, get a W, get your 3rd straight win. I know it's a New Orleans team last year that you lost 6 times to, including that play-in. So go into New Orleans, because if you look at this stretch of games for the Kings, this is a stretch where you can string some wins together and dig out of this hole that you as a team put yourself in. So to climb further up this Western Conference, because you're taking on, just if you look at this stretch of games that the Kings are at, Thursday, you're in New Orleans. And then you're back home to take on the Nuggets. Then you got two games at home against the Lakers. You got Indiana. You got the Pistons. And then you go down to LA to take on the Lakers. Then you're back home against the Mavs, Philly. You got Memphis again. Then you're in San Francisco. And then you're in Miami. After Thursday, after that Thursday game in New Orleans, the Sacramento Kings do not leave California until early January when they go to Boston. So this is a stretch where you can climb your way back up in the Western Conference and get some wins and dig yourself out of this hole. So Kings win. They rout the Jazz 141-97, 12-13 on the season. Really good win. Just a couple. Let's just look at a couple games around the NBA on this Sunday evening. You got Philadelphia beating the Bulls by 8, 108-100. A little surprising score. The Miami Heat, they beat Cleveland 122-113. And you got the Orlando Magic, who just lost Franz Wagner. They don't have Paolo, and they beat the Phoenix Suns by 5, 115-110. That team's playing some incredibly good ball. You got the Memphis Grizzlies beating Washington 140-112. The Rockets, they beat the Clippers 117-106. Golden State beats Minnesota again 114-106. New Orleans snaps their losing streak. They beat the Pelicans 121-116. Pelicans 5-20. Now, so even with the injuries, the Kings go into New Orleans, beat New Orleans. So you got the Nuggets 141-111. Nice bounce back game for the Nuggets after losing to Washington a couple days ago. Then you got Charlotte beating Indiana 113-109. Indiana's a bit of a disappointing team this season after they got to the Eastern Conference Finals last year, so they're off to a slow start this season. Milwaukee, they won against the Brooklyn Nets 118-113. And it looks like the Lakers, they are on their way to a victory over Portland to get their 13th win of the season. So the Western Conference is absolutely brutal. And this is a stretch, as I mentioned before, a stretch for the Kings to get to string some wins together and climb your way back up in this Western Conference. And hey, Minnesota, they're off to a slow start. Them losing, that's good. But you got a couple days off. You don't play until Thursday in New Orleans. And I know New Orleans has been a tough matchup for the Kings here, but even though they're 5-20, don't take that team lightly. Let's go to New Orleans, get a win, get your third straight win, because it was good to see, guys. It's good to see Kevin back hitting shots, and if you can get Kevin knocking down shots on a nightly basis off the bench, would be huge. Good to see Keegan Murray, even though he didn't score much, he was a force to be reckoned with on the defensive end. So that's good to see. So Kings win 141-97. They're now 12-13. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and we'll see you right back here Thursday for another recap of the Kings Pelicans on Thursday night. Go Kings and light the beam.